Hey, what's up, all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel's back at it once again, bringing you another action figure review. Now, tonight, we're just going to kind of talk about some toys, some of the newest shit that's been coming out, some of my latest hauls, and just kind of stuff that I'm going to be really getting down and reviewing in the future. But, I'm not in a big hurry to be cracking these open. I kind of want to before the weekend's over, I'm wanting to gather up as much of the stuff as I can because I'd like to be able to do as much as I can. You know what I mean? Like full waves if I can. Uh, Not necessarily going to be opening everything, but we'll talk about it. Okay. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was fuck it, why not? By the way, I just said fuck it. That gives me the reminder that this is not for kids, okay? This is for adults and adult collectors only. So if you're under the age of 13, now's the time to leave and come back when you're old enough. And then you guys can check out all my shit and even subscribe. That'd be great. So now let's get down to it here. All right, so you can see it kind of off to my right over here. Up in the, we've got this WW Masters of WW universe thing going on here, the mat and figures and stuff, and they're pretty cool. It's not exactly what I'm waiting for. I'm really waiting on those origins, but this came out right before Christmas. I was able to get a hold of that right when it came out. I believe I did get the first one off the pallet. In fact, I know I did. So that was pretty awesome. Now they just kind of seem like they're just fucking peg warming, but I think it's, I don't know, $25 price range for these. That's not that bad, really. I mean, when you consider a single carded action figure Marvel Legend, you're paying, you could pay $25 after tax with that. So really, you're getting a lot for your money right there. It's not a bad deal at all. So they don't watch it, and these things get even lower on clearance. I'm gonna buy every fucking one of them. But anyways, enough about that shit. We're going to talk about figures. They released them. They were sold out and sold out and sold out. And finally, just recently, they've been popping up at Walmart's again. There's 4 of them. I wasn't able to get all 4 right away. But by the end of the weekend, it's now Sunday morning. I'm pretty sure that before Monday, I will have all of them. But to start off, I went ahead and picked up the Ultimate Warrior. Super, super awesome right here. And then my other favorite, I got Sting. So these are actually 2 of my favorite wrestlers of all time, besides Hulk Hogan. But, I mean, everybody loves Hulk Hogan, right? But it doesn't matter. I mean, these things are actually really awesome. And they are a part of Eternia. You know what I mean? These are going to go with our Master of the Universe Origins when they do finally come out. So that's going to be fall of this year. I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm really hoping that they go all out with that. I want to see castles, vehicles, the whole 9 yards. But these things, I'm not really big into wrestling. Not anymore. I'm not even going to talk about wrestling because I know there's still a lot of people out there that like it. But, man, if you grew up watching wrestling and you've seen it when it was good, and you've seen it now, it's like, come on, man. I'd rather watch fucking American Gladiators or some stupid shit like that. I mean, that's why everybody's watching UFC and, it's because wrestling, it sucks anymore, man. It's all a bunch of bullshit show. There's very little battling going on anymore. And I'm really, really liking these, though. Because these are, like, pretty much He-Man figures. And, I mean... so I do have, let me grab these real quick. I do have these loose. We'll talk about them here real quick. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you already know what to expect from these because you've seen other reviewers doing them, but you haven't seen me do it yet. We're going to talk about these. These 2 figures came with the ring. We got John Cena and Triple H. And they're in the 5-inch scale, like our old vintage He-Man stuff. I'm not going to pick it up off the shelf there, but I do have some vintage stuff here. Funko, Super 7, you know, they all did stuff like this, the old vintage look. But Mattel's going back now. They're doing this with all this articulation, and they're a lot of fun. I mean, I'll go ahead and do Triple H here because this is just real simple. I mean, Triple H doesn't have a lot to him, but there is another Triple H, and there's Finn Balor. Those are the other two figures available right now in the single carded. I'll probably end up picking those up tomorrow to see what my money looks like. But like, you know, you got your Terror Claw, just like the Skeletor, you know, Triple H. I guess he's the main bad guy, and Cena's supposed to be kind of like He-Man, at least in this little universe that they created. But what's so cool about these is the head sculpts. For these looking cartoony looking, the head sculpts on these are really great. I mean, that really does. I mean, granted, it's the old version, long-haired version of Triple H. But like, you pop off these Terror Claws, you got just Triple H. So if you're just wanting to collect wrestlers, I mean, you're still getting that. You're getting wrestlers with a bonus He-Man like feel to them, and I have to admit they're really amazing. I didn't think I was gonna like them when they first kicked off, but the more I see of these, I'm really liking them. I'm planning on now buying all of them just so that I can really expand my Masters universe whenever the time comes. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun, man. These things are really cool. Oh, well, let me take these off again because I do want to kind of go over the articulation of these here real quick. You know, like, this really wasn't meant to be a full-on review. I'm just kind of showing off some of my stuff, but, you know, you got head movement, and the hair here is going to hinder his articulation a little bit. The John Cena, I believe, does look up a little more. Yeah, because, you know, there's no long hair there. You know, it's a soft, pliable hair, but it's still, you get good down. You got a lot of good action, you know, pivot in the head, turns side to side. So, I mean, that's really good action right there. Now we got our arms that go up. They go all the way around if they don't come out first. But, I mean, they are supposed to go all the way around. There's no bicep swivel, but it's all in the elbow. The elbow's got a swivel, and it's on a hinge as well. Then you got rotating wrists that are also on hinges. So you do get some action there. There's not much in the chest. There's no crunch or anything like that, but you do have a turn at the waist. But it doesn't have that spring action like the old He-Man figures do because they do pop apart, and they're meant to do that. We haven't really found out exactly why yet, but I think it has something to do with mixing and matching figures and stuff, just kind of doing your own thing with them. They do have a knee bend. Of course, he's got these knee pads on, so it doesn't get as much range as it probably could. There's a boot rotation. There's a freaking hinge in the ankle and a pivot. So, I mean, come on. They kick out, they kick forward. These are awesome, man. These are really awesome figures. It's almost like they're retro crossed with the Elites. You know what I mean? And I'm sure they're still going to do the Elites. They stopped doing the retros. I believe these kind of took place of the retros. So, but I don't mind it at all because they still have that vintage feel to them. Because of that 5-inch scale and that big muscular squared body. I mean, really, these are very much like He-Man figures. So, that being said, hopefully this inspires you guys to go out and get this shit. Real quick, those of you who are trying to trying to work with a budget and you don't feel like spending the, $25 on the WrestleMat thing or whatever, fine. Most Walmarts, January 22nd, their clearance drops to like 90%. So that'd be a good time to go out and get it because you're probably only going to pay like fucking $12-15 for the fucking thing. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm going to buy them all up. But yeah, so these are really cool. And of course, the harness is removable on Cena, the weapons and stuff. So when you strip him down, you just got John Cena. So And he's, I guess, supposed to be the good guy. He's supposed to be the He-Man, and but he's no He-Man in my book, man. Like I know a lot of people like John Cena, but he's definitely not my favorite. No. I guess if I had to choose a favorite right now who is currently wrestling, I'd probably have to say Dean Ambrose. He's a badass. I love Dean Ambrose. But still not gonna watch no wrestling. I really don't give a fuck about wrestling. So, but when it comes to these, I do give a fuck, and I am going to buy them all. Period. So, that's that. I want to talk about those. Next thing I want to talk about real quick was our Marvel Legends. These things are starting to pop up now too, and I don't have the full wave. I'm working on it, but I made sure to get the big gun first before he was gone, because I know this is the one that everybody's gonna want. This new Doctor Doom right here, I can't fucking wait to review this. This thing is dope as fuck. I love it. This has got to be the best Doctor Doom in plastic form that we've ever gotten from any manufacturer. Hasbro is killing it. They're gonna keep killing it. So yeah, I can't wait to get into these guys. I mean, the She-Hulk or Hulk or whatever it is, the gray version of her, I like it. It's cool, and it's a character that, you know, it's kind of relatively new. But I'm not as excited about the Fantastic Four as maybe a lot of people are, because it was just a year ago probably that we had all those Walgreens exclusive ones that were fucking like crazy to chase, trying to find the thing. Really, that's the one figure that I had to order because I couldn't find it anywhere. And of course, the Build-A-Figure is the Super Skrull, and it looks pretty cool. But hopefully, I mean, that's Super Skrull. Okay, it's like one person. I'd like to see them maybe do later on a 2-pack of just regular Skrulls, so you can army build and shit. But yeah, I mean, this is a good wave right here. A lot of people didn't get the opportunity to get these Walgreens exclusive Fantastic Four when they came out. So, you know, here's your chance to get Thing again. And it's, of course, it's the same thing, just a different paint job on it. You know, which I like the original one better because it's just a little more gritty. It's got that black wash on it that really makes all the sculpts stand out. Whereas this one has kind of like a, what is it? Like a dry brushing over it of like a lighter orange color. So, but the thing I am stoked about is, you know, we're getting a powered down Johnny Storm this time. So I'm going to have to get 2 of them bad boys so that I can actually put an unmasked head on a Mr. Fantastic body. So I'm going to have a powered down Johnny Storm in my original set. I already do have one, but the head is not a Johnny Storm head, especially now that we have one. I pretty much just foddered. I used the unmasked version from Multiple Man for mine. So, I mean, it works, but now we actually have one, so it's going to change things up for me a little bit. But yeah, I'm liking this wave. I've definitely got the one that I really wanted out of it and made sure I got him. There was 2 of them. I was really, really wanting to get the other one so that I had it in case someone was, you know, but I don't want to be a scalper. I don't want to even, and I'm not scalping. I'm not trying to sell shit at a ridiculous price. But I know there's people out there that are struggling to find it, and I want to be able to get it for them and help people out if I can. But at the same time, I figure I'll leave it alone. Somebody's going to come across, and it'll be there, and they'll get a chance to get it. So, you know, yeah. Dr. Doom, loving this guy. Can't wait to review that. Now, to go to the Spider-Man wave that's hitting, which is the, the Demo Goblin Build-A-Figure. This is the first one that I wanted to grab out of here because I think that he's going to be one, even if he's not a popular character, there's a simplicity to this that, like, customizers and shit will go crazy for. So I feel like that this is the one that's going to be flying off the shelves the quickest. So yeah, I had to get my hands on this guy. And it's pretty awesome. I mean, Shang-Chi. Yeah. He's really awesome. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a couple more and using them as customs and shit. But I'm probably not going to do that. if I pick them up, it'll be just maybe for resale later on. But the rest of the wave is decent. And I will get them. Like I said, hopefully by Monday I'll have the rest of this wave, and I'll probably have the rest of the Fantastic Four wave. I'd like to get that one, but I'm definitely probably going to get this one first because, like I said, once I get the Hulk, the She-Hulk out of there, I'm good for now. You know what I mean? Because I don't really need a new Fantastic Four right away. So I'll back off maybe and pick them up as I go. But this is a wave that I'm definitely going to probably have to go ahead and get the whole thing so that I can review it, get that Build-A-Figure going, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. So the only other one that I did get from this wave so far I picked up was, because I feel like, I mean, this was a much needed upgrade, and I feel like it's pretty good, and I didn't want to not see this guy again, so I went ahead and grabbed the Vulture. And already I'm hearing comments and stuff on Facebook and social media that this guy is already becoming kind of hard to find. So yeah, if I do see another one of these, I might just have to pick it up. It's just, you know, you gotta have a feel for this thing, man. If you've been collecting Marvel Legends long enough, you know who those figures are going to be that are just going to be flying off the shelves. And they're going to be the ones that scalpers are going to be going crazy over and shit. And these kind of had that feel to me. Now, the Doc Ock Spider-Man, I think, is another one of those that people are really going to want. But the game verses are, you know, I mean, they're only relative if you really were into that game. Otherwise, they're just janky characters they threw in. But the White Rabbit, she looks pretty cool. I could see her being used for customs and stuff down the road. So either way, this is a pretty good wave. I can't wait to get it all and review it because my ass, and it's not really me, it's the area I'm living in. It seems like not just my town, but like within a 50-mile radius or 100-mile radius of me, like none of these stores, Target, Walmart, after Christmas, they didn't want to put nothing on the fucking shelves, man. They just want to keep the shit in the back because they had all these fucking toys and they're nickel and diamond with their clearance and shit, and they're not clearing any real estate to put these figures up. And I'm like, I got all these people, I do toy reviews, and I'm watching all these people on the social media and Facebook posting all these pictures and stuff of these figures, and I'm like, where the fuck are mine? So finally, they are hitting my retails. So I'm not one, I don't like ordering. I only order if I absolutely have to. I'm a hunter. I love going out in the wild and finding these things. And that's another thing that I really want to do. And if you want to see that, if you want to see me make those videos, leave that in the comments. But I do want to start doing like toy hunt videos and actually me on the move and out on the prowl looking for my shit. So if you want to see that, let me know. I'll start filming that. And I'm going to do some other things. I've got some ideas going. I'd really like to get some more shit on my channel because I'm doing movie reviews and stuff, and I'm just kind of like this. I'm doing toy talk. And I do my action figure reviews. So yeah, anyways, this is the Spider-Man wave. Don't have it yet, the complete thing, but hopefully by Monday I will. And I'm definitely going to get that Hulk as soon as possible because I don't want... It's a really good figure, and it would really... Anybody who has the 80-year Gray Hulk is really going to want to pose that with the Gray Hulk because they just kind of clash really well together. But yeah, I got to get that one. It's my next one from the Fantastic Four that I have to get. So now I'm going on to the other big thing that's happening this year. Because that secretive motherfucker, and he's my guy. Now, I'm going to reach out to McFarlane too because I, as a reviewer, would love to get some kind of sponsorship or somebody sends me stuff to review. For one, that'll help cut costs on all my shit. And I'll probably still go out and buy stuff anyways because... A lot of the McFarlane stuff I like to keep carded, and I like to have an open version just like the Mortal Kombats. I've got the Sub-Zero and the Scorpion open, and I have another version carded. I like that with McFarlane stuff. It looks great in the package, and it's also great in hand. So, anyways, to get on that, these bad boys, he didn't tell us shit until he just dropped them like, boom, they're on Walmart.com. They leaked it out. I mean, he wasn't telling us nothing. He didn't tell us whether they're going to be 6-inch, 7-inch. He didn't say who he was going to do, what they're going to look like. Nothing. But that motherfucker made a statement. Okay? Oh my god. I am loving these things. Now, I was telling myself early on when I was still reviewing the Mattel Multiverse shit that, like, I was really hoping that McFarlane did the 6-inch because I wanted to kind of put them with my other shit, but fuck all that. Damn that shit. These things deserve to have their own area. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're DC Multiverses, but they're new. They're 7 inches, but these things are badass. I mean, the only thing that I think even comes comparable to these figures is NECA. NECA recently did the Superman, Batman versus Aliens, Predator, and shit like that, the Green Lantern, and they did a damn good job on them. I don't have any of those yet. Not sure if I'm going to get them now because I'm satisfied with this. You know, McFarlane really delivered here. It's a little controversial. Some people don't like it, but most people that have reviewed these already and gotten them are pleased by them. There's not a lot to complain about. There really isn't. The paint apps are pretty good. The sculpts are great. The articulation's good. I mean, it's what it's to be expected now. 22 points of articulation. He likes to put that on there. And you got references to where this Superman exactly came from, what version it is. I'll give you guys the UPS or whatever, the UPC, if you guys want to, maybe search and try to find these if you haven't found them already. Plus, you get a trading card, flight stand, interchangeable hands. Yeah, you can put more in there, but, this is a $22 action figure after tax. You can't be asking for much. This is perfect right here. So I'm so happy to finally get these. They just kicked out, they just started hitting shelves and just coming out and anybody even knowing that they were around, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So my area is a little late on getting them, but we have them before the end of the month, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I was getting a little pissed off because I done ran out of all the shit to review from 2019, and I don't quite have everything from 2019. There's still a few stragglers out there that I didn't get a chance to get, and I'll get them. But now I got 2020 to contend with, and that's going to be a crazy year. I just know it. So I don't have every offering yet from the DC Multiverse, but I have a good chunk to start off with. Of course, I got Batman. This guy, he's awesome as hell too. Fucking love this. It's great. Like I said, these are comparable to NECA. McFarlane's doing the damn thing. There is no shame in that man's game. There shouldn't be. So I can't wait to review these. And that's the thing too. I'll talk about them maybe more in depth whenever I get down to it. But to open these, I'm probably going to have to get a second set of them because I want to keep a carded set. So as I go, eventually, and I get my money right and I'm caught up on everything else, I'll start picking more of these up and I'll review them. But usually before I review something like this, I got to get a whole bunch of them. And the cool thing about this is they're doing what Mattel didn't do. When Mattel did the DC Universe and they did the DC Multiverse, everything was pretty much comic book accurate. They didn't mix the animated series with the comic series. McFarlane ain't scared. Look at him. And these are super dope. You can have a shelf of your comics and you can have a shelf of your animated. And he's going to go all the way with it. I know he will. He proved that already just in his first wave of these things coming out. But this animated Batman, holy shit. It's really awesome. This has that animated look. You don't even have to know exactly that it's the animated series. Just looking at it, it screams out animated series. So, haven't seen the Superman yet. I might have to go to some other stores because I don't think my Walmart had it. But I do want to get that Superman to go along with this one because I like my Superman and my Batman. So I definitely want to get a matchup here too with the animated series. But yeah, to follow up with the animated series, We've got Green Lantern right here. And this is the, what's his name? Damn it. If you could think about it before I do, leave it in the comments below. Is it John Stewart? Maybe? I think that might. But either way, this is badass. It really is. For it being like a cartoon likeness of a figure, it's got a lot of detail. It's really great. I can't wait to get these guys open and play with them, man. They're so awesome. And I love the fact that we're getting trading cards with them. That's super awesome. I mean, I feel like I'm going to be collecting cards again. I got to get my binders out and get me some more sleeves. Because, yeah, I'm going to have DC Multiverse cards now. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm super stoked about this. Now I have one more. Now, at first glance, when I saw this, I thought, that's animated series, but it's really not. This is considered Harley Quinn Classics here. But it does have a really animated look to it. But it's not. This is our comic version of Harley Quinn, I guess. And it's actually really impressive. I like it a lot. I really like this a lot. The mallet's pretty awesome. The gun is kind of cheesy, but that's what made me think it's animated. That and the fatness of the head, you know, like it just, that looks animated. But I don't know. I'm not going to argue with McFarlane because the comic art that's on the card and on the back of here is very comic bookish. It's not animated series style. And I know there's supposed to be a new animated Harley Quinn movie coming out soon. I thought maybe it has something to do with that, but I don't think it's that either. I mean, the reference is just simple Harley Quinn classic. So, yeah, these are McFarlane's new offerings. This is our new DC Multiverse. The packaging is delicious. I love it. Kind of big, but I still like it. Hell of a fucking window, so you can see everything in there. It's just basic, but the back of it, pretty cool. I love the art. Yeah, these things are awesome. And I was really stoked because my girlfriend's the one that handled the business on these. Like, we seldomly go to Walmart by ourselves. Usually when we go to Walmart, we're together. But she just happened to go out to Walmart the other night because we pop in all the fucking time since the first of the year trying to see if 2020 shit was hitting retail yet. All the time. She goes there by herself one fucking time. She comes back. She left her. She forgot her phone at home. She comes back. She's like, guess what? And I'm like, let's fucking go right now. Let's go. I already knew. I knew that she discovered the new stuff. So we did too. We left right back out the house. And that's when I picked up Superman. And I thought I grabbed this Batman, but instead I grabbed this Batman. I was in a hurry. I was super excited. I got home like, what the fuck? This is the animated one. This isn't the one I wanted right away. So I ended up getting this one tonight. But I also was freaking out and thinking that because I didn't have the money to get them all at the time, and I didn't want to not get them, so I went and hid them so that no one else could get them. Is that shitty? I don't care if it is or not because I want them and I pay the money for them. So if I want to hide them so I can guarantee that I get them, I'm going to. No big deal. But shit, these things are awesome. I can't wait to get the rest. Like I said, I gotta get that animated Superman now. I've got to get the armored Batman, the armored Superman, the Joker or the Batman who laughs, the Nightwing, the Batgirl. What else? I mean, there's a few other ones out there. I just got to get them all in a matter of time. Now, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not seeing some of those because maybe they're like Target exclusives or something. But they do have like they're doing the Collect and Connect series. And I know that the Nightwing, the Batgirl, and the Joker are the Batman that laughs. Those three are part of that Collect and Connect wave. And there's supposed to be a trike, a bat trike or something like that. It's available. I don't know if that's a collect and connect thing or if it's just a separate thing that you can get. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it packaged, so I don't know. But I'm definitely going to try to get that too. And I've already seen that these figures absolutely do not work with that. They're too big. But if you want to use your original Mattel 6-inch DC Multiverses, perfect. I don't even have to try it to know. I could just see it. They're perfect. They're going to fit. They're going to fit nicely. So that's about all I have for right now, people. It seems like a lot, but it's not a lot considering what's out there still. I mean, there's still, like I just mentioned, in the McFarlanes, there's at least another 4, there's another 6 of them out there, at least that I know of, that I need to get, just figure-wise. So, not bad for just kicking them out. It's like, here you go. That McFarlane, man, he don't play around. He don't like, he's reclusive. He doesn't tell you everything. He's just like, surprise. And we love it. Just like those Mortal Kombats, man. Surprise. So, but yeah, like, okay, the Marvel Legends, man. I'm still, let's see. 5 in this wave I gotta get. Still. That's a lot of money we're talking. And this one, there's 4 more I gotta get out of this wave. So, and then 2 more of these Masters of the WW Universe that I gotta get. 2 more of those. And if I'm feeling froggy, which I may or may not, there's another ring that they're selling that's by itself without the figures. It's a little bit cheaper, but I mean, really, when the clearance hits and this thing gets real cheap, I'll buy them up regardless. And if I have to, like I've got the 2 multiple figures there now, I'll just resell them. Who cares? Somebody ever hold on to them. Maybe they'll be used as customs later. I don't know. But I really don't need more than 1 ring. But maybe I will, because once you get enough of these, I think it'd be necessary to have multiple rings. But yeah, just 2 more of these that I need to get that's available. And I'm sure it won't be long at all. Another wave of these will come out. So it's just a matter of time. And yeah, that's about it, man. This video's gone on long enough. I've talked enough about these. I might as well have just done a review. But, now you guys know what I've got. You know what to expect later down the road. If you're dying to see these already, there's plenty of reviewers out there who's already done them. So if you really want to get into details, check their videos out. Or you can wait until I get mine. But I wouldn't wait too long, man. I'm not going to put you guys on ice like that. But it will happen soon. And definitely the first thing I'm going to be digging into is going to be those Marvel Legends. So if you just like me better than you do other viewers, or reviewers, check me out, man. Hold off. And if you need to, go back and check out some other videos just for the fun of it. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And as always, I'm MasterMarvel80 here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.